does the validation in the success ever land? Or is it just a forever like goalpost that just moves and you never get to feel the success of it, you know?
I think it's our job to celebrate our wins, and
Mhm.
I think it's hard. I think it's hard to acknowledge that, I made it to a goal, we achieved something. Yes and no. Goalposts are
Mhm.
always moving,
Mhm.
and if it were probably just me and my very unhealthy workaholic self, I would keep moving forward, but I've actually learned to be a little bit better about celebrating the wins.
Yeah.
When we hit 1 million subscribers, we held a big party for ourselves. I would
Yeah.
never normally do that, but I was like, no, this is huge. This is a big deal. Not a lot of Canadian creators get to this point. I'm trying to celebrate the wins, but it can certainly be difficult. And it also, to be like very vulnerable for a hot second, there's a really deep-seated fear that whenever you make a video that does really well, that it's the last good thing you're ever going to make. And
Mm.
I do feel that way a little bit about the pandemic series. It's like it's a little voice in the back of your head going, that was it, Julie. That was the best thing that you're ever going to make, and everything is downhill from here. And so trying to mute that voice a little bit
Yeah.
and keep creating, and as I experience new things in my life, letting that inform my creativity rather than trying to go back to what worked, 4 or 5 years ago.
Imagine like celebrating wins or trying to get in the habit of that
Mhm.
would only help aid that fear because you're like, no, but wait, look at all of these wins, especially if we're going to celebrate the losses. If we're going to feel the heartbreak, like we should
Yes.
at
Oh,
least also celebrate the other things or neither. Like it's got to be or
that's
then
so
we shouldn't
poetic
feel
though.
heartbreak too. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's not fair. How cruel if we're going to be like, okay, I'm going to feel heartbroken whenever I lose something, but then when I get something, I'm not going to feel amazing.